And good morning. Welcome to the January 31st edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. How are you doing today, folks? Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to join us this morning. We love when you come in. We love hearing from you. So remember, when you get in here, let me know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. But the biggest thing is, we finally came up with the name with it 3 years later, Daily 5, right? I mean, it just makes sense. It's the 5 things that you are going to accomplish today. So make sure to put those down here in the comments and we can talk about them. If you're watching Team Replay, hey, hashtag Team Replay. We love seeing those come in, and make sure that to hit that like button and hit that bell and hit that subscribe and do all those things that you need to hit because it really helps out. This is a fine Wednesday. What's going on today? So first up, let's get through our daily 5. I've got invoicing that needs to get done. I've got stickers that need to be printed. I'm halfway through it. I had to change blue. It looks like I got into a fight with a Smurf, but we're back. We'll be back at that after this is done. I've got to add items to the website. I've got to work on the Discord more, and I've got to make sure the emails are set to go out today and tomorrow for the private group. So I'm excited about that. It's been, even though it's Wednesday, it's halfway through the week. Happy Hump Day to you! But we've had some stuff go on this week, and we'll talk about all that after we check in here this morning. So let's see who's all here and how everyone is doing. Darren, good morning to you, my friend. Last day of tour, 32 and sunny in Topeka. Lemon Lime Gatorade with dragon fruit drink packet in the cup. Oh, a little mixologist right there. I might, I won't say I might have to try that because I won't try it. I won't remember to get lemon lime Gatorade, and I won't remember to get a dragon fruit drink packet, but it sounds refreshing. Sarah, good morning to you. 31 and cloudy there. Coffee in the cup. 5 things. Create 2 new pop-ups. Update pop-up template for spring. Create art variations for MA company and list products on websites. Sarah's got a fun day. For us here, it's like 37. At least that's what it says. It says 37 foggy. I don't know if I believe it, but it isn't bad outside. There's no sun. Cappuccino this morning in the cup. Cappuccino. Because I thought I had coffee pods left, and I don't. So I had to do cappuccino this morning. So we've got that going for us, which is always fun. Whatever, it's cappuccino. It'll work. Diana, good morning to you. And Jenny, good morning. Northern Indiana, 37 and cloudy. Water in the cup. Diana's going to get coffee on her way home. It's cloudy 38. Number 1, finish doctor's appointment. Number 2, start jewelry order. Number 3, finish cork coasters. Number 4, do lighters. And 5, start on new stuff for the gas station. Diana's got an awesome day planned out. T-Town, good morning to you. It is another day. It is 32 over there in Toledo, Ohio. And he does have the pink monster to get him moving. So we'll get you moving, Tim. And Diana, what are you selling at the gas stations? If I remember right, and she might have answered this as we get farther down, but she has pretty much like an end cap, right? And you have various products in there, if I remember right. If not, you're going to tell us. You're going to tell us what we got going on there. I forgot something. I'm going to see if I can send Corey a quick message and see if she can bring it down to me. Do you do that? When you type out a message to somebody? Because I didn't want to tell you what it was, but do you talk as you text something out to somebody because you have to? So I had to hum it so I couldn't tell you what it is. So you see what it is. Good morning, North Central Minnesota, Barb. 31 degrees, sunny, and headed to the upper 40s. Hot basil tea in the cup and water in the bottle. Now I know, like last week it said we were going to get to like high 50s this weekend, and now it's like high 40s. That kind of depressing. I thought we might get there, and I was really excited for it. The thing that was with it too, the book. So she brought me stuff. So I thought it was gonna be gorgeous out this weekend. Now it doesn't look so much. Barb's 5 things. Invoicing, DTF, continue working on quilt t-shirt project, order canvas materials, and digitize a logo. Barb's got a good day. Tim's got 5 things. Keep coming. Keep setting up Facebook posts for the next few weeks. Love it. Schedule this flat glass job. Film comes today. Nice. Working on wrestling event things. Figure out this smart switch in the hallway in nap. What is it? One where you walk by and it turns on and off? It goes that way with it? How's that work? Barb, good morning. Sighed at Darren. Sarah, Jenny, Diana, Tim, Harold. Good morning, all. Hi, Barb. Hi, Sarah. And thank you. And Facebook user, good morning to you. Happy morning. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. Hi, Chuck. Harold's got good morning from Atlanta. Sunny 41, going up to 55 today. I can handle 55. Diet Mountain Dew in the cup. Renee's getting her hellos. Todd, Darren, Sarah, Ginny, Diana, Tim, Harold, and Barb. 36 and mostly gray in Chicagoland. Water in the bottle, coffee in the cup. This is like our gray season, isn't it, Renee? Where it seems to be like gray every day. I could be wrong, but I seem to have noticed that more and more the last few years, where it's like mid-January through like mid-February, it's more gray than anything, just cloudy, overcast, and then when the sun comes through, it's amazing. But I need more of that. Hi, Renee. Morning, Renee. Is Todd fuzzy? Is it me? Am I fuzzy? Anybody else? Is it fuzzy? It is grainy. Ooh, on my end, it's showing good, and it's showing great signal on everything. Interesting. Brian, good morning to you. 35 headed to possible 55. Woo, back to freezing at the Super Bowl, so the Niners must be winning. Good call. Niners are going to win. You know they're not going to win. The Chiefs are going to win. Looks fine from here. Barb says I look fine from there. Harold working with me on an order. That's right. Have to go look at office furniture for a 9-to-5 project. Ooh, that sounds fun. 3, designing a lectern to build. Is that one of the things like on the 3D printer where you put the light behind it and it shows off the image? Is that what those are? Order plywood from lectern. 5, Bible study tonight. Very, very nice day on a Wednesday. Brian's got Mountain Dew in the cup. Email walking away from a deal. Email walking away from a deal. Brian, is this a deal? Wait, hold up. Is this the deal that we've been talking about? You're walking away from it? Ooh, we might have to chat today, sir. 2, embroidery, print positive designs, email list of contacts for conference. Very nice. Hi, Brian. You have coffee pods, new box, and a open. Where? They weren't with the normal ones. I got to find them. I did not see them. Attended an online Canva branding webinar yesterday. It was very informative and free. Awesome. Diana says, I do tumblers, koozies, key rings, hats, tumblers, license plates. Very nice. At Corey Baha, it's not lost until the mom can't find it. Well, I just assume it would be in the same spot if it wasn't there, because traditionally, if there's a new one, it's right underneath it. So to get rid of this one and that one's there. So I'm gonna have to find it. And Harold's asking Renee who put that on. He just needs a little help finding his coffee pod. Stop hiding them, right? Stop hiding that stuff on me. And Diana's giving a little laugh there, Barb, but the Canva branding sounds very interesting, Renee. Hi, Jerry. Good morning. Morning, all. It's a smart switch that's controlled by Wi-Fi. Kids don't know how to turn it off and on, so it keeps me up. But the 3-way switch is tricky. Oh, those 3-way switches are always tricky to figure out. On a lot of those smart switches, check and see, because sometimes you can go into the programming and have it programmed. It would automatically, think like the smart lights. I can have mine come on and off, so it maybe does that same thing. George, good morning to you. Still down in Mexico? I think so. Stay down there, man. It's still not nice here. Jeff, heard some places have this thing called sun. Is that just true or rumor? They do. I seen it out west. They have sun out there. I seen it down south. They have sun there. I think the Midwest just doesn't have sun. I think that's what it is. It seems better now. I don't know. Morning, Renee. Lily. Noah Khan has a song named Stick Season. Pretty much covers it. Yeah, it is. It's just bad. Just bad. Rumor. Oh, that's a lithophone. It is. That's a lithophone. Okay. So what's the other one? Good morning. Heading to Billings Market, small local vendor show that takes about an hour to walk. Nothing like the Dallas market, but you got something going on. Yes, sir. Send you some prints email later today. Sweet. Love it, George. All right. So we had yesterday, we were not in the office. We had Corey's grandma's funeral, which was, it's always an interesting time for reflection, just as, like that was the last of a generation. That was the last grandparent between her and I that we had alive. So, it does a lot of changing. Like her grandma was really about the Swedish heritage, and really about keeping that alive. So, that's one of the things that we need to do and be able to pass on. So to see a lot of the great memories, to see a lot of the intricate little things that she had, the knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone things, the Dora horses. I think that's what they are, the Dora horses. I have to look it up. Yeah. GPK, who's here, he would tell me for sure. But it's one of those things. So now I have to make sure to get Corey over to Sweden, so that way she can visit over there. But it was good, to reminisce and to think about family, and to think about legacy, and how you can continue that tradition on. Because it's not always fun and games. It's not always sunshine and rainbows. But when it comes time to reflecting, you always think about the good times, and not so much on the bad. And we've all had those times in our life where there's good times, there's bad times. You don't want to focus on the bad, you want to focus on the good, right? And same thing in business. We have those ups and downs. We focus more on the highs and less on the lows, and then you start to forget them less. And everything goes hand in hand. You have to be happy with what you're doing. At the end of it all, are you happy with how you presented yourself? Are you happy how your business was represented? Are you happy how you have pushed yourself out there? If you say no to any of that, make a change. Now is the time to do it. You can't go back and change things in the past, but you can change today and start moving towards tomorrow. And there's some things that will change up that were in the works prior to this, but it was good to go there. It was good to make memories. We were able to head into Wisconsin, so we did get we got our chips, the old salties, because we can't get them here at home. We got some cheese curds, and we got some beer. And one of the other cool things was, from where we go, we almost always will cross the border right into Wisconsin there. Well, that's where Bob from Fresh Horizons, that's where his place is. So I said, hey, we're going to be up here for this funeral. If you're around the afternoon, like to just, stop in and check in with you. I got to come get beer and curds anyway. So let's go do that. So met up with Bob, had a really good time, because we'll see each other if we hit the trade shows at the same time, if we hit DAX at the same time, or we hit one of the local ones there. But that was like the first time to get into a shop and actually, conversate with them. And we said, hey, we just might have to make a weekend of this where we will run up to Milwaukee area, see, because it's Waukesha. I can never pronounce it right, but maybe stop in and see Sarah one day, and either on the way up or on the way back, stop in and see Bob. So but one of the things that Bob gave me was, I thought this was pretty cool, so I wanted to share it with you guys. If you have those kind of higher end clients, those corporate events, Bob has this thing called your cigar event, and he can get these custom done for you, where it has your stuff on it, but powered by Fresh Horizons Group, corporate events, charity galas, special occasions. But inside, I thought it was pretty cool because one, I got some cigars, so I'll show you a few of those. I got, and then I'll pull everything out of the box so you can actually see the box. But I got some cigars, and that there's not going to be nothing better than in the hot tub with a nice stick soon. So whatever doesn't, it's going to happen. But the box itself is like this. You can hear cigar event, here's Strives #1. So it's got all of these different ideas for it. But I really love the presentation of it. It's got your logo on the bottom of it. So if this is something that you work with, if you push things for any of these anniversaries, baby showers, bachelor parties, maybe get with Bob and seeing about something like this, because if you can create a branded piece or something like this, I think that's a pretty slick thing. Now, we typically don't. But I'm going to get with them to see, hey, what's a box like this cost? Where are all my things in it? Would have my own in it. Great. What's my minimum run on it? What all can I do? Because I think that's a pretty cool thing. Because I think it would be an amazing little thing to have some, to just do. But I like that. Your cigar event. So that was pretty cool to get. It was good to chit chat with Bob. It was crazy to see gas prices like under $3 and E85 under $2. Like, hello, Wisconsin, you got it going on. If you weren't so damn cold, I wouldn't mind moving there. But it was a good trip for that. And it was overall, it was a good day. We had great memories, great fun, we laughed, cried. And at the end of the day, we made it home safe. So for all those that reached out, thank you. We appreciate that. And for those that didn't, screw you. No, for those that didn't, we know that you were thinking of us with it. Anybody that placed orders, we got some stuff taken care of before we got out, but that's what I'm playing today is catch up to get those emails done, to get any orders that came in that needs information or needed squarely set up, rock and roll, and we'll get right on those. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. So that was that. Let's see. Where was I? Let's see. Right there. I'm coming up with features. Sandy. This is Sandy Gray. Cody. Well, hey, Sandy. Harold says lectern is what a professor teaches from. Oh, some call it a podium. Okay, I know a podium. I know what a podium is. Gotta go. Doctor is here. Finish watching later. Bye, everyone. Diana, have a great day. We'll see you on the replay. Was that on the Flyers, T-Tom? Was that from Sanmar? Yes, I dug that. And I know we had some questions on it. So I wrote it down on my list to have it for a couple future shows. You know, it might be one where we kind of do a marketing flyer one, build one from scratch, use them from there, using the Canva template. You know, I think we're gonna have to play with that because I think there's a lot that can be done with it. Because I like those as sales sheets. You know, here's the basic information of it. So we'll send those out for that, pricing on it, go from there. But we'll do more on the flyer side and build more of those. But it is an option for ones that don't want to do it. So I was very informative, and thank you so much for making the video and sharing it with us. I love it. Good times, bad times. Isn't that Led Zeppelin? That's before my time, Darren. So if it is, I would not disagree with you. YouTube won't let me post what I really said. Are you trying to do a link? What are you trying to do? Oh, walk Shaw. Right? I nailed it, right? Walk Shaw. And stop and pick you. You're closer. You can go up there. Remember, this is what we learned last time. Coming to pick you up and then going to Milwaukee adds like 2 hours onto the trip. 3 hours. It makes like a 3-hour trip, a 6-hour trip. But we'll do it in the fog, right? And we won't be able to see more than 100 feet in front of the car. Is that how this all works? But yeah, I said, it was going back and forth. Getting some dinner with Bob, maybe staying up there. There's a couple of events that we talked about doing. So, wait, we'll see how it all plays out. Yes, bring Renee. And oh yeah, we're at $2.47 a gallon right now. Didn't realize you were higher. Yeah, $2.47. That was yeah. I think we're like $1 more. Now we gotta look. I gotta look and see what we actually are right here because I'm not 100% sure. But I know I had got it, and it was what's Gas Buddy? What's Gas Buddy? Tell me what it is. No, just tell me a price, homie. I don't need to sign in with any of this. Just give me the gas prices. $3.29, $3.39, $3.49, $3.09. So yeah, basically between $3 and $4 is what we're at around here. That I don't know. I don't know who made it. That's why I said, you probably, like I said, just reach out to Bob. In fact, I put his link in the description, and I'll post it down here too, so that way you can right-click, copy, paste. And if it's something that you're interested in doing, get with Rob. Tell him I sent you. Say, hey, I saw it on Morning Mindset, and we can go ahead and see what it is. Because I honestly don't know. I thought it was pretty slick on it, and it's something that was there for it. But I just put the link down in the bottom here. So right click, copy, paste, Cigars, freshhorizonsmarketing.com, and you can get it there. Angela, good morning to you. I wonder if there's another option aside from cigars. Well, it's a cigar box. What else would you put in it? I don't know, Jerry. Jerry, what are you thinking? Making my hubby a cruise shirt. He decided last minute he wants. Listen, when it came to cruise shirts, it was whatever Corey told me I was wearing. I didn't get to choose my clothes. I didn't get to choose my clothes for 7 days. She said, this is what you're wearing. I said, okay, that's what I'm wearing. No, the link just had it said better than you. Didn't see my post. No, link just had it said better than. What the hell are you saying, Tim? What is that? But it was a great trip. 30 minutes at a show and 4 hours at lunch. Wings and beer was a good time for that. That was a quick show too for me and a NBM show. We were, especially coming from the NBM Indie show, which was a really nice size show. To go to that one was quite the difference on it. Tim did a great video on the Sanmar flyer. Great job on Sanmar flyers. I didn't realize Augusta had similar flyers or marketing catalogs. A lot of your suppliers do. If you just go to their marketing tab for it, they have the information there for you. Augusta has some pretty nice laid out ones as well. Jenny says, I have 2 diesel trucks. We pay $3.65 a gallon. I mean, with all these electric cars, gas has to come down, right? Isn't that what was supposed to happen? It's okay. You got it now. I have others coming up too. I even use Premiere Pro to edit it after recording it and restream. Look at Tim getting all fancy this year. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do all this, and Tim's just rocking it out. Everyone that posted in the business group had great information they shared. I really appreciate all the information. We love it, Barb. We love sharing, caring, and information like that, plus more. That's the stuff that you're going to find over in the private members group, which opens up tomorrow. Registration, like right now, you can join the wait list for it. So I will post that. There it is. I'm going to post that here in the comments, but you can go in and put that information, right click, copy, paste, sign up on the wait list for that, and we will get that's going to open up tomorrow. Now I'm building out the Discord side of it. Got channels and stuff in there. I'm getting everything where I think I want it, and then I'm going to start adding information. So remember, right off the bat, it's not going to be like super info packed, because as I'm unpacking our information stuff, I'm putting it in there. So I got most everything listed on Monday, and then Tuesday we weren't here today. I'm going to continue to do that and then start putting information in it, so that way we can all have a great place over there for resources, training, marketing, sales, support, a place to vent. And Friday after morning mindset, we'll go in there for our daily 5. And what does that mean? What I'm going to do is at least a couple times a month, for sure once a week, after we get done with morning mindset, I'm just going to go in there and open up the Zoom room, and we're going to just co-op work time. Here's what I'm going to work on for the next hour. It's going to be at least an hour time. Get in here. What's your plan? What's your project? And then we set a timer, and then we reconvene after that hour. Hey, what did you get done? Where are you with stuff? Because now, we're being held accountable. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And then we'll pick out a day. We'll start. You guys are going to help develop this, because we want to find out what day of the week, works best for you to do an after hours. I'm thinking Tuesday is when we would do it, right after Tuesday with Todd, because then it's just a simple, hey, we're already here. I can tell everybody we'll catch you over in the after hours, and those will deep dive more into, maybe that Tuesday with Todd topic there, kind of that open Q&A, things like that. So I think we've got something pretty cool set up. We've got a goal that we want to hit for the year, and we're going to do it. We're going to do everything we can to it. Which, speaking of goals, I'm going to move some stuff so that way I can get to my list of things here. We got today's last of the month, February goals. Are you set with your goals for February yet? Remember, we did this last month, and that will be the first show. The first Wednesday show next week is talking goals. We'll revisit those goals that people have put in for the month, for the year, for the quarter. We'll check in and see. Well, we got a new month, so we need new goals for February. But we'll check in. Where are you on those goals on that first quarter things? I'm going to make sure to post that again in here. So I should go. Let's see. I should go right here. And I'm going to make sure to grab the link for the goals, and I will post that, because I did not have that handy right off the bat. But I will go post that. So if you haven't got your goals in there, or you need to update your February goals, go here and do it, and we will get it all taken care of for you. So I just need to make sure to copy the correct link, because hey, sometimes I've known I've had some fat fingers. So we'll make sure to copy the correct link. I'm going to move some stuff so I don't knock some stuff over. And where is the magic button? There it is. And so we will come over here, and we will put this in here, and I will show that one off next. And this is for goals. Go get it in here. We'll talk that next Wednesday. So yeah, it'll be, a quarter of the month, because this month, February is a short month. So short month, big savings. What are you working on? For us, we got asked if we could do for our DTF membership. So we have the monthly membership, and that what that gets you is party service. So most everything is shipping out next day right now for any of the VIP members. Some of these are shipping out same day, depending what time they get it in. But most everything is shipping out within 24 hours. So you're getting that service there. You're also getting a discount, so you're getting a separate discount on that. And somebody asked we ran in November. We had our yearly special, and now it won't be as cheap as that Black Friday special, but it will be cheaper than what the monthly is. So if that's something you're interested. That's one of the things that we're pushing in February. You'll start seeing all of our February things start coming off tomorrow. So hey, it's setting those goals of what you need to do for it. Let's see. Electric cars are all stranded in Chicago from the cold. Man, batteries do not like cold. That's an issue on golf carts, where unless the battery has an internal heater, you're not charging them below 30 degrees. It's what was one of the big factors that's keeping us from that, because we still use the golf cart all year long. As long as there's not snow on the ground. The reason that being is because when there's snow on the ground, then we can't get to where our parking spot is at the school. So we have to take the vehicle because the golf cart can't get there. But yeah, they don't like charging when it's cold at all. Kentucky just put a tax on electric cars, 120 full electric, 60 hybrid. Definitely like offering a big tax breaks on buying one and then any tax for owning it. Well, and you know why, right? Is because we have that fuel tax. We have that fuel tax that every time you get gas, because that's paying for the roads and that. So if there's not being a tax, they got to figure out something, because hey, if fuel is going to come down, because it's not being used as much, it's not generating as much revenue. So they're going to figure out a reason to get us all going for that. Oh yeah, I was going to do that. Thanks for the goal reminders. Yep, that's what we got to do. You got to get in there and do that. Did he want a Zoom expert? Still waiting on a response from them in regards to cloud recordings. I would love to chat with you when we're done here. Thanks. Well, there you go. Anybody a Zoom expert? I'm not. But what issues are you having, Renee? Are you downloading from the cloud, or what's that? Maybe we can also figure it out together. That's nuts. I'm telling you this why. It all comes down to taxes. They got to figure out one there. I'd see. That's what Harold said. What's a cloud? What cloud question? Angel says, I'm planning on joining in March. Next 20 our cruise and extra days before and after. I love it, love it, love it. Well, we've got goals to get members all year long, and to continue pushing through that. Like for us, February is a short month. I know it's always the shortest month, but this year there's 29 days. And you know what that means? Anniversary. So we won't be here the last week of February, going into March. I think we're leaving like that last week. So we'll be here for it. I will make sure that everybody knows how things are going to run, as long as you upload your anything that can be uploaded for artwork on DTF will be processed, because I will still hop on every morning, and that's part of when we put our system together. Hey, if I'm over full or if I want to do stuff, I can turn on the button and it goes through our print vendor, so it works out well. So no worries there. We shouldn't be, you won't even know any difference. So that's there. Then pushing the other stuff, and then we'll be in March before we know it. So yeah, here it is. We'll be in Mexico soon enough. Harold, I recorded a training to the cloud, but didn't realize my account doesn't cover that feature. Trying to find out if I upgrade, will I be able to retrieve the recording? If I remember correctly, no, because they don't save anything without the account. Or if they did, it said it was there for so long. Like in StreamYard, on the higher one, I have so much storage. Once that storage is full, I can't save anything new, so I've got to cut off. And if I remember right, Zoom was the same way, where we had to do it. So that's why it's on that version. Through the OSG side of things, as soon as we were done with it, then we started downloading and processing it through. We could throw it on the server, so we would have it. So if I remember correctly, if it's not set up from the get-go, you are SOL, if I remember right. Which, speaking of OSG, I got Aaron's book in the mail. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, I will post a link for his book there. Now, I have not read this version of it, but I was privy to having a pre-production copy, and that he kind of went through, and I read that, and there is a lot of great information in it. So I will post a link for that. If you want to go support a fellow friend and compadre, then there you go. Fundamentals of Business, Aaron Montgomery. So go give that a check out. I love the cover. It's a soft cover, and so I just feel myself touching the cover. But this is something that he had as a goal that he set last year, that it was going to be published out by the end of the year, and he was able to make it. So congrats to you, Aaron, for getting this out, getting this published, and making it happen. So good job, my man. Good job. Proud of you, buddy. So go give that a check out. So let me catch up and see where we were. Warmer temps are just around the corner, right? That's what we know. We get through January and we know it's going to be there. Now we've had snow. Like St. Patrick's Day is kind of like the tipping point for me. We've had St. Patrick's Days where it's been 80 plus degrees. We've had St. Patrick's Day where it has snowed. So and blizzard snow. So we can still have it there, but it starts getting light longer. We start seeing that big fireball in the sky called the sun. It just starts feeling nicer. So we will. It is just around the corner on there. All right. At C, and just said, "Oh, I had a question. What are your feelings on print screen transfers?" I've read good and bad reviews. It's just like anything else. It's something that we do, where we can make transfers. We can help you with that. We have people and processes in place to be able to do that, and we use them. It for us in house. It really depends on the quantity and the color. Those are our biggest factors on when we're going to use screen printing transfer for it. We've had really good success with ours, and I'm not tooting our own horn, but hey, they're really good on it. Be happy to give you a quote on them. Where it really comes down to the application. Some people don't apply them the way that they're supposed to be, and when that happens, and that's when you have crap results. But for the most part, as long as you do, follow the manufacturer's recommendation, you'll be good to go with it. So that I don't have any problem with that at all. Yeah, Renee, that's above my knowledge of Zoom. You would think if your account doesn't support cloud recording, it wouldn't allow cloud recording. You would think, but I think it does because it's just a level that it's set up. I think because it's just easier. It saves it there, but if you don't have it, it doesn't, if that makes sense. I'd have to look more into it. Did you see Ford back out of their EV program? I heard that, but I hadn't looked too much into it. But I do know somebody who got the Mustang for a ridiculous price because there's a lot of them sitting out there, and that's the thing. Like we had that conversation. Like, should we get an EV? The EV would have did us no good yesterday. One, we need the larger. We need an SUV because we've got to make sure that we can haul. We hauled 5 of us up there. We have 5 of us comfortably. But round trip range, it would have been cutting it super close with what we did yesterday. There's not a supercharger at the church. There's not we didn't go anywhere else. There was a supercharger that we could have it be at for a while. So while in town, it would be great. Us taking the kids to school, us running around here and there, fine. But any of our distance trips, that's where it is. And I think, as I say, that the infrastructure for me, I think, EVs are fine. I'm not one of those like, oh, whatever. No, I'm one of those that, hey, the world's changing and you got to change with it. But the infrastructure is not there to handle it. And that's the biggest issue. You need to have the infrastructure first. You have that, and then everything else will come online. So we'll see how it all goes out. I've used screen printer transfers without any issues. They were Plastisol. They held well for several years from my vendor. Yep, in there. T-Town, same name on YouTube. Are you guys creating a play date? Did I miss something there? Did I miss it? Oh, Harold at YouTube. Yeah. What do you guys got in here? I got my book from Aaron, so tickled he even autographed it. Very nice. It's the name you see here. So yeah, just click on his name and it should take you right there. You received your copy on Monday. I did too, and I didn't get. I opened it Monday. Yesterday was here, so we're back in it. I agree, Todd, about the application of transfers. User error is frequent. I use a FlexiPad with transfers anyway. Ooh. So here's the thing is always pay attention to, because some of them you're not supposed to use any sheet on them, any cover sheet, Teflon sheet, anything like that, because it doesn't allow for even heat transfer. So, just like I said, pay attention to what the manufacturers say. Some, cover it. Some say don't. Mars Cheese Castle doesn't have a charger. No, there's not a supercharger around. And I mean, and when you're on the network and when you're on the system, then that's what you do is you look, okay, where am I going? You plan out that trip. And I'm just not sure if I'm just not there for it. Free says we took a trip from Cincinnati, Florida via Texas. Cincinnati to Florida to Texas. There's got to be a straighter route than Cincinnati to Florida than going through Texas. Could be wrong. I'm not a mathematician, but I'm sure your GPS, took you the wrong way. But yeah, especially on that, on non-Tesla. So if Tesla opens up and they can have, everybody can use it, yeah, but there's still that issue. Rye, good morning to you. He's looking for the video. Oh, I posted. Okay, cool. Yep. So am I going to DTF Expo? Rye, no, I'm going to Mexico, man. Are you coming to Mexico? DTF Expo. Yeah, I haven't heard about that. That is in Phoenix, the 23rd and 24th. So that's actually like right before we're leaving. We did look into it because we thought, okay, we've got friends out there. We can be like, hey, yo, we need to crash at your pad for a couple days because we're going to this expo, and I'm sure they'd be more than welcome to have us. But flights per person and that's the thing, man. You look at flights and it's like, oh, here, your flight's $250 round trip, and you're like, hey, that's awesome. And they're like, oh, you want to carry a bag? It's $1,000 for a bag. What? Oh, you want to put something in the belly of the plane? Dude, that's another $1,000. What? So all in all, after we looked at it, I think it was going to be 800, 1,000, somewhere in there for Corey and I to fly out for the weekend. And then that's the thing, when we're traveling, we're looking at traveling, it shows that damn plane, man. We used to be able to get really good flights out of here for really decent prices. So I guess those planes need to go electric or something to bring down that price, because I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. That was not. I missed the times of saying, "Hey, I'm going to Vegas and round trip is $85. Hey, we're going down to Florida and round trip is $119, and I get to take a bag and I get to do the other stuff." So yeah, no, that's why we were not going, because we're like, okay, we can get that. We would fly back on Sunday. I think we fly out on Monday, so it was like fly back on Sunday and then turn around and fly out on Monday or Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday because we are going to. We're flying out of Chicago, so we're going to go up the night before and stay, and then fly out in the morning. So I think that week will be hit and miss, but it'll be a good time. But no, we're not going. So are you going? Are you going? I expect a full report, sir. Expect a full report. And good morning from Rye to or from Barb to Rye. We were checking off states. I get that. We did that when we did a road trip down to Louisiana, and we went down on one side of the Mississippi because we're here on the river. We went down on the one side and we came up on the other side. So I get that. But that's all. I get it. But man, Texas is way out of the way. And free. Where's that? Free or howdy Rye? What up? See, I can still say that. In Minneapolis, they've been vandalizing EV charging stations as they think they have copper, which they don't. I just seen something not too long ago about that, about them getting vandalized for stuff, and I didn't know. What was that? Drive up from Mexico. That's a long drive, man. Cancun to Phoenix. That's a way long drive. My trip to Vegas over New Year's weekend, dumb time to fly with Southwest was $14.50. Yep. That was why, even for Vegas, it was traditionally pretty quick and easy for us to fly out of here to Vegas because there was direct flights. As long as you went on the right days, it was inexpensive. This year with Super Bowl and when I needed to be there for it, it wasn't going to be, and that's why we're not headed to APA next week. It sucks. But man, to be there during Super Bowl week would be awesome too. I just kept thinking about it. Even I said something to Corey last night. I said, "You want to go to Vegas?" She goes, "When?" I'm like, "Next week." She's, "No, we're not going." Because I thought, hey, why not? Why not just last minute trip? So maybe we'll just see. And she's like, "No, we're not going to do it." I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's a Corey question. You know that. Contact my travel agent for all my travel arrangements. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know where we're really going. I know that's a bad thing to say. I know we're going to Cancun, and I think it's the Rio Cucatan. I just said pick a place you want to go to. It's your anniversary. I'm just here to support your fantasy of what you want. Or that sounded weird, but whatever you want for that, hey, that's what we're gonna do. So we'll go there. And once again, I'll show you, hey, running a business on vacation. It worked good on the cruise ship. We'll talk about there and how we have it set up. At least this time we're going to have internet access on the reg, so that will help with us. Every morning I plan on getting up, and answering anything that came in. So it'll be a slow behind, a day processing, but everything should still run without. But I think we are going up there. Friday, I think it's a Monday night. I think we're waiting for April. I think April's working that day, and we're all driving up together that night. So I think, and I don't know if we're doing dinner down here or doing dinner up there. Like I said, I don't know. That's a very Corey question on it. And right there, that's what I hit the wrong button on it. Sup, Rye, Renee, and then Customs. How's that bike? Ooh, EV bike. Is that what we're talking about? Your hat with the stones is definitely an eye catcher. Well, thank you very much. That's a Corey project and a Renee project. Renee cut the patch. Corey blinged it out. So that it is. It's one of my favorite ones. It does add just enough to it. 35-mile ride yesterday. Is it really? Yeah, it is just a ride. You're not pedaling, right? Lots going on while on cruise. Super Bowl, Valentine's Day, Chinese New Year. Hope they have fun things to do on all of those. Absolutely, you should. I'm sure they have stuff built around it. Funny enough, I just talked to somebody who they were on a cruise this past weekend. They were on a wrestling cruise. Like I said, there's a niche cruise for everything, man. There is definitely a niche cruise for everything. But they were on a Chris Jericho had a wrestling cruise, and since he's not in WWE anymore and he's in AEW, yeah. But they did not have the Royal Rumble on, so somebody streamed it, and they said there was about 40 of them huddled around a laptop watching it. I found that hilarious. But when we did a cruise, oh, geez, 12 years ago, it was a Bud Light cruise. So it was sponsored by Bud Light, and everything was Bud Light related. But UFC fights were sponsored by Bud Light, and they had Rashad Evans was actually on our ship. That they had the theater set up to be able to watch the fights in there, and that was pretty cool. So most will always have something going on for it. I'm sure they'll do something for Super Bowl. I can totally see that. And then Chinese New Year, I did post something about that yesterday. I think about when that starts. So if you are one that imports things, if you are one that order things from China, through Temu, Alibaba, what's the other one? AliExpress. Remember, Chinese New Year is next month here. Just a few days. So while orders may process, because some factories will be open, there won't be any shipping. So there's 7-10 days on it. Let me see Chinese New Year and see what I can see on that, because I know I had just sent that out for it. So the Chinese New Year will be February 10th through the 16th. So shipping companies, won't be shipping anything from the 10th to the 16th. So if you're ordering things and it's the 9th, boom, it goes out. But if you order something on the 10th, it's not going to ship until a week later. So just keep that in mind. And that doesn't matter if you are doing, express shipping or anything. They're just not shipping anything at all. So if you are one of those people, keep in mind of that. Good. Yeah. You should know better. You know better by now. Both pedal and ride. Yeah, dude. Chris Jericho, he puts on a wrestling cruise. They do a match on it and all. Yeah, I know. A closet wrestling fan, Hudson picked it up, and that was kind of, the COVID of let's get it. There wasn't much on, but that was something that was on. And so, yeah, now it's come a thing. And Royal Rumble this past weekend, he had a ball with that. But the wrestling cruise, in fact, and there's another group that I'm in that they have they got all of their people together, and they're doing a cruise while we're actually on our vacation down in Mexico. And I was like, where is it, Mexico? And I'm like, oh, look, as you come around here on this day, we can stand on the beach and wave, because you'll be in the ocean passing us by. There's apparel decoration ones. If there's a niche that you are in, look around, because I guarantee somebody is doing some sort of cruise with it on it. See, my kids are too. It's a ball. It reminds me of being that age, because I grew up in the Attitude Era, so that was a completely different. The 90s were completely everything different compared to now. And then you go away, and then you come back. It always draws you back in. What do they do when they shut everything down? I don't know. I just know they shut it all down. Chinese New Year. If anybody knows, let us know down here in the comments. And Angela, love my electric bike. Ride regular pedal, ride help pedal gear, or totally relax for full electric. I don't see any issues with that at all. Let's see, a couple things. Let's see, Bob Cigars. I'm going through my list here of things. So private group done, goals done, Aaron book done, Bob Cigars done. A couple questions. I'm going to think Tuesday with Todd. This is where especially in the new group, I'll need your help with that, is content creation. I've got to pick out days. I know we've got Bob in the second Tuesday. I think we've got Cindy in the next Tuesday, and then we have got Sarah in at the end of it. So Tuesday with Todd on this upcoming one. I'm going to run some today on my project list before this weekend is to see if I can run some glassware through the diode laser with the tempera paint coating. So that's why it's on my desk. I'm going to do that and see if it works, and see how cleanly it works. And then if it does, that's what Tuesday with Todd is going to be on. Is I watched on Monday night, and then even last night and yesterday morning, I went down to the deep well of the expansion, the width expansion of like a circle logo to make it visually pleasing, and to the same way to follow the conical side of the taper of a glass. So I went through, there's calculations, there's math, which is always fun to go through and do all this. And I'm like, okay, well, if this works, it's something that we're going to talk about on Tuesday with Todd. So my plan is to, if it works, we're going to show it as a regular logo, a stretched logo, a warped logo, and then a stretched and warped logo. So you can see the differences between them. Same logo, same size, everything with that. And I'm kind of excited to see that work. So let's cross our fingers and hope that all works out. But that'll be content for Tuesday with Todd. And then we should be good to go with content for the rest of the month. I'm trying once we get, because I think that we won't be here that last Tuesday. Then in March, see if I can get Marshall Atkinson in to talk about Midjourney and AI with that. Super knowledgeable on the subject. We had a few conversations on it and said he'd be happy to. So I'm trying to nail down a date for that. That's where we're at on content wise. So those are things that are upcoming from there. We talked about that. Tumblers, because there's a whole Tumblr. There's a whole calculation that goes through to find the angle to do it. And I couldn't understand how to do it in Corel. And so I found somebody else that was using Photopea. Does anybody use Photopea? Photopea. It's a Photopea. It looks like a total knockoff of Photoshop. Total knockoff of Photoshop, but it's free to use. There's some ads on the side. It worked. It gave me the artwork I needed to. So that's something that we'll talk about with it there. The Photopea, if anybody's using that. Let's see. Cruises. Is it really that fun? I've never been. You should go, Ryan. I mean, it's a bunch of people on a boat, right? It's as fun as you want to make it. Hours. So I've been on a handful of them. This past one was the worst one I'd ever been on, and that was because it was weather related. You take the weather out of it, and we have a ball every time we go on. A lot of it depends on what type of person you are. Are you a partier? If you're a partier, make sure you go on one that has a drink package. Like my first one, 20 some years ago, 25 years ago, they didn't have the drink packages. They had the soda packages, so you could eat that, but the alcoholic packages, there was nothing. So I spent more on booze than what I spent on the cruise, because it was like, here, buy a round of this. Like when we did the Disney one, Disney does not have a drink package, but their drinks were reasonable. For a beer, for a 16 ounce or 20 ounce draft, it was like $6. So it wasn't unreasonable at all. Plus the Disney one is going to be more family orientated. So you're not going to have those big party reasons. I had to drink a lot the last day because we had bought stuff for the private island, for this, all the stuff that got canceled. I'm like, what am I going to do with this beer? And I didn't even finish it all. And when I say all this beer, it's like 12 beers. But on some of the other ones, we had a blast. Where it's like, oh, here's a happy hour of this. Drinks were $1 on this. Well, you just pound them down. Some of the other ones have drink packages, and you can just get tore up from the floor up. And it to me, it depends on what you want to see. There's tons of sightseeing ones. There's party ones. Are you going with a group? Hey, you're in California. See if you guys have the cheap residence one. Like Florida has that, where they have those, and maybe you just do a 3-day weekend and see what they have for it. I don't know. Yours in California, you might have something like that. Angela, it's a great love, and it's how I can go on a long ride. That's why I have a golf cart. I can go on long rides too. Depends on the cruise and who you're with. Yep, That's what I'm saying. Cruises are the best. Our goal is to go on a 30-day cruise when husband retires. Ooh, that sounds fun. No, I can't show you my hitty because the company that's on it is no longer anymore. That's why it cuts off here. So it's perfect. It's perfect right where it is. Actually, this was before they switched their name, DTFTU. Before they went through their restructure. This came from Impressions last year. Last year or the year before, this came from Impressions for it. So, yeah. But since they're no longer one, I just need to throw on a sweatshirt this morning because it's a little chilly taking the kids to school. Oh, I see. It's just going to be me and your pet rock. Well, then maybe you go on a wrestling cruise, Ryan. Yeah, that's what we do. Go on the Jericho wrestling cruise. That'd be fun. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Just buy your pet rock some drinks. Yeah. What do you give a pet rock to drink? Water? I don't know how that works for it. Other things, affiliate links, those will be posted. I got some new stuff from JP Plus that is coming that they're pushing next month. So we'll see those because it's the last day of the month. So tomorrow starts a new day. A new day? Wrestling, you might know. But we on Friday show after that, like I said, we will get into the Discord side of things. So I'm excited about that. Other than that, we got stuff to do. Like I said, I've got invoicing to get done in the month stuff, and then stuff's for first of the month. We've got stickers that need printed out. I've got items that need to add to the website. The Discord stuff, I've got to get caught up on emails. Other goals on it is I'm going to get these bad boys painted to see if we can make it work on that diode, and I'm excited about that. But I can't do any of that until this other important stuff is done. So that's what we got for it. Tomorrow starts the new private members group. Super excited about that. Except if you haven't had a chance to go check it out, or you want to learn more, I think there's some information on it, but just sign up for the wait list, and we'll put that down here so you can go there for it, and you'll be all set, ready to rock and roll. We'll push that out there. You guys don't have anything else for me. We'll be back here Friday morning mindset with your daily five things that you're going to accomplish for the day. Remember, sharing is caring, and hitting those buttons is free. Just like, subscribe, do all that stuff, sharing with your friends. From here on out, you guys have an amazing day. We will be back Friday. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.